That.
One of my laughs. Oh, are we? Dang, you always do that to me.
Shit.
You always record before I'm ready.
You're not ready?
Hopefully you'll cut it out. I mean, he never does.
I never do.
I was about to say, like,
I never do.
My forehead probably looks super big.
oh, you good.
You better be Tyra Banks in it. Yeah.
Yes, Tyra Banks. Okay, we put
She got a big forehead.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I end up right back in jail.
Yo, what's your issue?
Guys, cut it out. Don't make a scene.
What's up, Franklin? What you want to do?
How you know I was on probation?
A night at the club gone bad. When you crack somebody's head open with a bottle.
What?
Yo, leave us alone. Probation or not, I will fuck your ass up right here, dude. Test me if you think I'm playing.
What's going on, world? Thank you for tuning in to aconnectiontv.com, the one place on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences, and welcome to Culture Club. Like we do every time we do Culture Club, we are going to reintroduce ourselves from our right to our left. State your name and whether or not you think Lil Kim should continue.
Yo. Hi, my name is Ben Robinson III. I think that Kim is a wonderful icon in the hip hop industry, but no, it's time. Go sit down, please. I love you, Kim, but everybody at some point kind of just takes a break. And as far as like music, like you want to do fashion, you want to act, yeah, but nah, just nah.
Hi, my name is Adrienne Cannon, and Lil Kim, you can do whatever you want, set your heart on, and I just I say power to everybody who wants to go for whatever they want to do, as long as it's legal.
All right. Hey, I'm Wesley, and I haven't heard the album.
I asked the question.
That is, in my way.
Hi, I'm Ryan Marcus. I'm with Adrian. She can do whatever she wants to do. I do believe she probably had her time back in the 90s when she was going to probably be as high as she can be. But I mean, she is an icon, a legend, so.
Has anybody know that? Did anybody know that she came out with a new album?
No.
No.
I wouldn't have known, so I don't really listen to her.
All right. Well, yeah, she released an album called 9. I don't know if it's because she has 9 albums out. I'm not sure why she called it 9, but the fact that none of us really knew that a new album came out says a whole lot. Did anybody know that Fantasia released a new album?
No.
I
And I
found
love
out yesterday.
Fantasia, and I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
How are these things getting advertised?
Well,
They do.
Lil Kim, I believe, I think she's independent now. I'm not sure. I don't know if she still has a record label, but I know Fantasia is independent. And a lot of Fantasia's advertising has been online that I've come across. I follow Fantasia, and I've seen she's done a couple performances, like she did Sunday's Best, and she did another performance. So through that, and then me following her, I knew that Sketchbook was eventually going to come out. I didn't learn the release date until this month because it came out Friday.
Oh. Did you listen to it?
Yeah.
Oh, was it good?
It's pretty cool. She's trying to do some different things with her sound, and I'm not a whole fan of the new sound. But I respect her and love her music, and she can definitely sing. She has some great songs on the album, but the whole entire album, yeah, it's cool, it's cute. But what do y'all think about singers that have been out for a long time, and then they release a new album, and then their sound is completely different? Like, for example, Lil Kim, the last couple of songs that I've heard, she has this very robotic techno thing attached to her voice. And one of the interviews that I saw was that she's trying to fit in with where music is going. Mm-hmm. So what do you think about musicians trying to fit in where music is going?
I think it happens all the time. I know a lot of the times, especially back in the day when artists get signed to a record label, they usually have to fit what that record label wants them to do. And so as time goes on, they actually sell them records and they are able to do what they actually want to do. Their sound will change. Just like, for instance, Pink.
Yes.
When she first came out, she was R&B, and now she's pretty much rock.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That happens a lot of artists, even like Kelly Clarkson. When she first came out, she was so R&B, and now she's pretty much the same way.
She was pop when she came out.
Yeah.
I got an R&B flair from her. She had that black in her, which is why I always liked Kelly, and I still like her to this day. She's dope. I don't know. Lil Kim. To go back to the question, I would say, nobody knew the album was coming out, so I don't know. I just hang it up. Hang it up. This is a Nicki Minaj line. Hang it up, flat screen. I think that's a Nicki Minaj line.
I guess it's hard to let go though. Like when you've been in the game for so long, and then you see these young chicks coming up, and it's like, well, shit, that's almost my style. Like I kind of laid the foundation, so it's like you almost don't want to relinquish control, but you got to, because there's always going to be somebody after. So you kind of gotta like, if you respect your position where you at, that's like Patti LaBelle coming out and be like, I'm gonna do some trap. It's like, no.
Can you imagine?
Dog, that shit would be.
Patti LaBelle can still sing her butt down, and she's in her 70s.
And I believe she's on the Masked Singer right now.
Oh no!
Flower.
Was it?
I think that's what she is.
You were the one that told me about.
I think so.
I think it's Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan. It sounds just like Patty to me.
There's one that everybody's saying Michelle Williams is. The Butterfly?
Yeah, she probably is the butterfly.
Does that sound?
It sounds just like Michelle Williams.
Yeah, it's too much.
I'm gonna need y'all to watch The Masked Singer. It's so cool.
Do you like it?
I love The Masked Singer. I loved it last season. I knew it was Gladys Knight. Come on.
Right.
Last year, come on. You knew that the B was Gladys Knight. Yeah, she did that last year. And T-Pain, I got it after a while. After a few episodes, I knew that T-Pain was the guy, the monster.
I went back to watch it. So you're telling me?
Oh, shush. Okay.
I went back because you told me to watch it.
Oh, my bad. I thought you already seen it.
No.
Oh, my bad.
I tried watching that.
Spoiler alert.
I tried watching that show and I couldn't get through it because I don't understand the purpose of the judges. Like, they're there, but they're not
judging. They're
guessing.
Guessing.
But it's like, do you get it? If they get it right, do they get something?
No.
Like, do they get money to the charity or something like that? So,
there's
like,
no money. This is just a fun show.
What's the point?
It's the point is to guess, to also be able to recognize somebody's hidden talent might be, because like last year nobody really, or I ain't gonna say nobody, I knew that T-Pain can sing, but a lot of people did not know that was a talent of his, because he always did auto-tune, right? And he's actually really talented. Like CeeLo Green, some people did not know that CeeLo Green is actually Gnarls Barkley, and he, you know what I mean? Like, he was Gnarls Barkley first before he became CeeLo Green. But you know, a lot of people didn't know that he can actually sing, and he sang a song, "Mary Did You Know," on one of these. Woo, baby, he turned that song out. Anyways, a lot of people didn't know that CeeLo Green, you know, had even, you know, a soulful, really rich voice, and nobody didn't know, for whatever reason, did not know that about CeeLo. So I believe that this show is for fun. First and foremost, it's for fun, and the guessing is like, wow, you know, I didn't know that such and such had this great of a talent, or wow, you know, because Lala Ali was on. Okay, another spoiler alert. Lala Ali was on there. She can't sing, but she had a really good time.
Who was she?
I'm mad about she can't
She
say.
unicorn,
But
ain't she?
she
No,
had a
she's
really
on
good
she's
time.
on season 2. So
Oh.
she was the
So she
panda.
already going.
She already came on.
Oh,
Came
right.
on. Like they already revealed her. She only sang once. But she had well, I mean, you know, somebody had to lose. Or get found out. Yeah. Eliminated first. One of her first times singing, but she had this big old huge panda head, and she had this big suit to kind of pad her, so you wouldn't really be able to see her body type. And yeah, so I love the show. Watch it.
It is a cool show. It is.
The point is fun.
Everything
ain't gotta be competition.
Well, everything that you said still makes me feel like the judges aren't there because everything that you said, you did not mention the judges not one
The
time.
judges are they're not judging. They're commentary and they're trying to guess and they're trying to help. It's just about
Who are all
trying
the
to figure
judges?
Okay, we have
Right, exactly. That's my point.
we have Jenny McCarthy. Nicole Scherzinger, Ken, Dr. Ken, forgot his last name, and Robin Thicke. That's what I was trying to remember his name. Robin Thicke. So these people are just like us at home trying to figure out who everybody is, and that's it. It's just funny. They're fun banter. They have puns.
The point was that the judges did not need to be there.
They're not
and the fact
judges.
that
They're commentators.
or the viewers, the celebrity viewers, don't need to be there. And that's why
So what structure would you have the brother it have then?
I would have the contestants guess. I would have like a host go through the audience and have the contestants guess because that's the whole point of the show for the people at home to guess. And there should be like some voting system or something.
Contestants are people who are actually on
Not
the show.
contestants, the audience members. You know what I'm talking about.
There's a vote system in the audience, just not at home.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
It's an interactive show too because it makes you want to interact with the show. Twitter, you're on social media. It's an interactive thing. I think it's awesome. Now we don't get to judge as an audience because they have an studio audience who comes up with who gets to go every day, and they basically are really good at it anyway because they always eliminate the person that I think need to go.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Well, watch The Masked Singer. If that suits your fancy. Has anybody seen The Joker?
No.
I haven't seen it yet.
Horrible. Has anybody seen The Gemini Man?
Not
Didn't it
yet.
just come out?
It just came out.
Like yesterday?
Yeah, I didn't get to see it.
Support our black people.
I want to see it, but it just came out. Like it literally just came out.
Both movies are pretty good. If you go see, or when you go see, I should just say when you go see, because you should go support Will Smith. Will Smith is a great guy.
Yes.
When you go see Gemini Man, watch it in 3D high frame rate.
Ooh.
It was amazing. I've never seen a movie in 3D HFR because they never really film them that way. They just do regular 3D, but high frame rate, everything was like crystal crisp and clear. It was. I wish they could make every movie like that because I was just wowed by like how good everything looked and it sounded and everything. Although it was crystal clear, you could definitely see that his doppelganger was a special effects thing. Especially in that last act, it looked horrible. But I don't know. I really like the movie and I like it as HFR. Now the Joker, I'm not going to tell you about the movie. But there's a lot of controversy going on with the Joker, which is what I want to talk about because people are saying because we live in a time where entertainment seems to dictate how people respond to the public. People have said that the Joker is an irresponsible movie because it showcases and highlights what bully victims of bullying go through and what they have the freedoms to do because what Joker does in that movie is kill. So, my question to the panel is, do we as entertainers have a responsibility to showcase morally sound content so that we do not fuel potential riots and or protests? Starting with you.
No. I think the time that we live in right now is just real fucked up, and people just are crazy. I don't really have anything else to add to that. I hate when people do this. It's like if you put something out there, aren't we all raised with a certain amount of morals and standards that we're supposed to see some shit like that, be like, oh, it's entertainment, and then just keep it moving? Now it's kind of like, if you do anything, you could put a Care Bear movie out, and then somebody goes to the zoo and starts stabbing bears because people are crazy. That's just where we at right now. I don't think it's our job to put out good content that actually means something. But if we have to be policed because of the amount of insanity that's going on in the world right now, then nobody would ever put anything out and everything would just be homogenized.
That's not true.
You don't think so?
It was at one point very regulated. That's the reason why a lot of things, like back in our day, growing up in the 80s, everything was regulated. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So content was still put out, and they always pushed the envelope. And they kept pushing it to get to where we are right now. And we have way more freedom, especially now that we have great web online streaming networks like aconnectiontv.com, which we have the complete freedom to do whatever we want to do. And you know, like, it wasn't like that back in the 80s. Everything, it was programming, literal programming, where you had to have messages and morals, and everything had to be tied up with a bow. And you know, nowadays it's a lot more freedom, and you can do a lot more when you have especially you're outside of the mainstream. That's why cable came out, and they were able to push envelopes and do things a lot more, which in turn I think made the big major networks like Fox and NBC, ABC, you know, CBS, all of those, or UPN or whatever is now, what is it, CW now? Yeah, I tell. Yeah, Fox. But that's the reason why now they have a little bit more risque or pushing the envelope things now, is because a lot of people stop tuning in to the programming and going into the cable, and then now we're into the online streaming things because we want to see even more things that we weren't able to see on regular networks. So yeah, if we get it regulated, it will still be content out there, and people will still do what they love to do, because this is a medium that will never die, I feel. Media, yeah, videos, movies, internet, it won't die. Will always, video games, it won't die. This media will not die. It's if anything, it's just going to get better and better. Remember, we had Technicolor
not Technicolor.
I mean, I'm just saying, we started out as black and white films. Then we got Technicolor, and then we have, you know, all these different things. Yeah. Now we have 3D. When he's talking about, I never heard of HFS or whatever he just said it was.
High frame rate.
Okay, high frame rate. I mean, you know, I never heard of that. I heard of 3D movies, and you know, so that's wonderful. You know, it's going to do nothing but get better and better. And you see now, everybody, we're regulated now to have high definition televisions now. Oh, yeah, you know, it wasn't like that back in the day. We had analog, and I remember having pliers and turning my TV and using foil to with the antenna. Yeah, having foils, and I know somebody out there can relate to me.
What y'all know about UHF?
I know VHF. Hello, and you had to turn the antenna with foil to get better reception. Come on, y'all know what's going on. It ain't doing nothing but getting better.
I remember putting a hanger and trying to reach the hanger out and find it.
Can't find reception. Yes.
Oh Lord Jesus!
Come on, y'all.
I actually was split watching the Joker because
Ding dong.
Hey.
Yo.
Just what she say? Ding dong. Just pull up something in my daughter. Something stroller.
I didn't know what she said either.
Yeah. Just what she say? Just bought a whip for my daughter. Some said. Anyways, when I watched the Joker, I was kind of split as a content creator and a viewer, because going into all the movies, I kind of like get the reviews and everything like that to see what people feel, and I already knew.
Leaving the door open.
You can leave it open.
Okay.
I knew, and you can come sit right next to Ryan. I knew that the critics were pretty much split because of what the Joker does. And when I was watching it, I was like, wow, there's a lot to this movie, and I was like, damn, I get why people feel like the Joker shouldn't be taken so lightly, because if you do decide to go to the movies with someone, you need to go to the movies with someone that's of sound mind, because it's a build-up character movie. It's not a high-action DC comic book movie. And so you get to understand why that man becomes Joker. And the man goes through a lot of shit that regular people go through today. And that's why they had certain movie theaters saying that they weren't accepting clowns to walk in. Their movie theaters, you couldn't have the face on. Some movie theaters weren't even showing the movie because of the content. But to piggyback, I don't think that entertainment needs to regulate. I just think that parents need to be responsible, and we need to make sure that we know what our kids are watching, and in hopes that they don't become someone like the Joker.
Yeah, like piggybacking off what all of y'all said, like it's not necessary to regulate. Thing about entertainment, like art imitates life, and then life imitates art. So I mean, people are gonna do what they want to do, regardless of what they see or what they don't see. So it's really not a big thing. I don't think it should really matter the content that we try to put out. 'Cause I mean, people are just crazy, irregardless.
And sir, say your name and whether or not you think Lil Kim should continue.
My name is David. Lil Kim should definitely not continue. These past few events that's been going on should definitely been a clear message that this was the last hurrah. Straight like that.
All right.
On that.
And so the last time we were talking about was, did you see Gemini Man?
I saw Gemini Man last night.
Did you see it in 3D HFR?
3D HFR.
What did you think?
I like Gemini Man a lot. There was only like a couple parts that were just a little too out there for me. Like not really significant parts, but I gave it like a B+.
Okay. What did you think about the 3D HFR? Did you see the difference?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't see it regular to see the difference between that, but I mean, yeah, it was good action. It was good. It was, it was entertaining.
What do you think about the Joker?
I didn't get to see the Joker yet.
Okay.
That's on the list. I'll probably see that today, actually.
So what we were discussing was whether or not movies like the Joker should be regulated before, or should be censored, I should say, before being viewed to the public or shown to the public.
It's hard to say. For me personally, and as far as what I'm able to do with myself and my discernment, no. Like I can tell the difference between what's real and what's for entertainment purposes, or what's just delivering a message. But I don't know, everybody doesn't process things the same way. But I just think overall, now today, we just have a culture of people just taking things and running with it, like not even knowing, like people don't have a lot of discernment nowadays. They just kind of they see something and they just do it. It's not like, okay, this is for like entertainment. Like we all knew wrestling was fake back in the day, but we still enjoyed it and we still had to go about our business. Today it's like people just bring things to life. But so I mean, it's hard to say. It's like people are really that crazy now, but back in the day it would have been like, no, censor for what? Like
Does everybody care that Kenya Moore is getting divorced?
No. Oh, do
That's her
we
business.
care, or
Do we care?
oh no?
why are we supposed to care about that?
Well, everybody loves reality TV. Everybody loves superstars. Reality TV socialites and celebrities, and everybody. This is just me saying. Everybody watches Real Housewives of Atlanta, and everybody loves the cast. And you don't watch it? Do you watch it?
I watch it occasionally, but these regurgitated storylines, it's just like
I like Real Housewives of Atlanta, I'm a little sad whenever I hear about anybody divorcing. I'm like, you know, I believe that if you came together and you can't work it out for whatever reason, then, you know, divorce is there for it. And if they feel like it would be best for them to divorce, then okay. But I don't have a real opinion about it because I know nothing about their marriage at all. Like, it wasn't ever really viewed on Real Housewives of Atlanta. We didn't get to know his... We didn't get to know her husband.
What's his name?
Forgot.
All right.
What?
I just forgot his name. That's what I'm saying. Like, at first it was like a big secret. That was the last season that I seen. It was such a big secret. Oh, it's Mr. whatever she called it. I don't remember. Baby. She kept calling him baby, because she just didn't want anybody. Oh, his name Mark? I don't know.
His name was
Mark.
Mark.
Yeah, you know, like, she, baby this, baby that. She didn't really want to let the world know about her marriage because she wanted to keep it sacred. Okay. Then she didn't come on the next season because she wanted to concentrate on her marriage and family, her new family. Okay. But then you decide you want to go back on the show, which is fine. Maybe she need a little coin. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But then I'm thinking, come on, sweetie, you're now a wife, and then you. I think she just should have just stayed off the show and just stayed with her husband and be with him and don't come back. Because coming back now and you don't have a storyline. Well, you have a storyline, but now you're about to be the divorced housewife of Atlanta. Like, just stay off the show.
Do you think that reality TV shows messes up relationships?
Obviously, it seems as though that they do.
Would you take your partner onto a reality show?
Well, being that I haven't had a partner in 5 years, no.
Like, no, I'm gonna keep that sacred.
Hell no. No, I don't see the point in that unless it's like something where we agree to both do the show. And then like reality TV is so scripted. Like I don't know.
So reality TV is not reality?
It's not.
It hasn't been reality since like the first real world.
The first real world.
Right, the first
And then I
season.
started bullshitting. From then on, it's just been a domino effect. So.
Would you do reality TV today? If somebody asked you to be a part of a reality show, would you do it?
Probably not unless there was some very specific terms. I don't even watch no reality shows, none of them housewives, medicines,
Medicines.
Married to Medicine is the name of the show.
The hospitals.
the other one.
The clinics.
The hip hops, the
Clinics. You stupid. You
I'm watching none of
stupid.
them shows because they're not reality. They're all staged and scripted. They set up all these meetings and everything is just people they choose to be pawns.
It's really bad. I hate the one thing that I hate the most about reality TV, especially in regards to like black women, is the fact that there's a stereotype arc called the Sapphire. It's time honored. It's as old as we've been around, as long as we've been in this fucked up ass country, this stereotype has been prevalent. Every black woman on reality TV is a sapphire. And it kind of goes over people's heads. If you look at all of the old stereotypes that they say about us as people, like what they think we are, you can find it all on reality TV. And that's where I find the biggest issue, because there's somebody actually writing this shit, and they're writing it to make us those stereotypes, and people are eating that shit up, and I hate that shit. I really do. And I hate the fact that nobody sees it.
Oh, it's not that nobody sees it. It's popular. They like the drama and they
Negativity
like to
is
tune
very
in.
popular. Positivity
And that's
is
horrible.
Right,
Positivity
positivity is
is
not
not
popping.
popping.
Right.
It's not.
Okay.
We don't even want to hear. We don't even want to hear the truth. The truth ain't popping either.
Listen.
Shameless plug. I am right. Shameless plug. Spoiler alert. Anyways, I just got finished writing a show called Thick and Thin. We'll be on aconnectiontv.com. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Anyway, so I had my show, and it was described by another person within A Connection TV. It was like, yeah, your show is so cookie cutter, and it's like it's drama, it's dramatic. It's going to be a great show. Tune in, but it is also, it doesn't have the same old things, big, huge, dramatic things that always happen in every show. Oh, like the things that you were saying. It's not a stereotypical show at all. It is pretty much clean for the most part. They got some spicy moments in there, but it's pretty much clean. And and it's like people always telling me, oh, if you want to do this and to make it more interesting, it needs to be this. We want to see sex, or we want to see violence, and it's like everything doesn't have to be about violence. Everything doesn't have to be about sex to me, anyways, for it to be entertaining. And I do like violence. To see it, not to be in it. I do like to see it. Give me some popcorn, baby. But but I don't want to always see violence. I don't want to always see sex. Like, to me, I think you should have a variety of things that you will want to see, and sometimes you want to see something positive, and sometimes it's hard to see it on TV unless you're watching like a little kid show or something. And there's nothing wrong with watching kids show. I love family shows.
Keep talking.
But you don't want to always see a kid show in order to see something positive. At least that's how I feel, and that's why I wrote it in my way of thinking. Every show.
No, in terms of where reality TV is and the stuff that we like to see, the drama and stuff like that.
It's always tough.
Why do you like to watch fights?
Not on reality TV, because it'd be extra whack, because there's always a security.
So you like to watch fights?
Maybe you're right.
Why do people like to watch fights?
I like kung fu flicks and stuff like that. It's entertaining.
It's entertaining.
Humans
Violence is entertaining. Don't get me wrong. The drama is entertaining. Now, I was glued to hip hop in Atlanta. The first.
That's an interesting concept, though. It's like
a couple of seasons.
Like, okay, you said love and hip hop, so I'm so the topic right now, so that everybody understands, is why violence is so exciting.
Right.
And so when you just mentioned hip hop of Atlanta, I thought about when Jocelyn went through that huge attack on the reunion and attacked literally everybody.
Everybody.
All of urban America, Black America was like, oh my God, did you see it? Did you see it? It was retweeted. It was viral. Everybody was going off about it. Why do we get a kickoff of watching each other hurt each other? Now, for me, I would prefer to only see violence in movies. Like and that in my head, that goes as far as like fighting wars, Afghanistan, sending our troops in. I don't want to see none of that. I wish we didn't have to do all that. That's really how I feel. I wish only violence was in movies. And when I do see violence in movies, I want to see the bad guys losing and the good guys winning. That to me just is beautiful. Mm-hmm. But when I watch reality TV and or see in real life people fighting people and people beating each other up and stuff like that, I'm just like, Jesus, why are we doing that?
Those fight videos that used to circulate a couple years back.
The World Star. And you just sit there and people sit there and record it, and then it just be like, yo, did you see this video? It was hot. Yeah. Are you one that would hold the phone and record? Or are you one that would try to stop the fight?
I'm not gonna hold the phone. I might watch.
Same thing.
And then I'll probably end up just walking away like stupidity.
There's something about watching the violence. It's crazy, but.
So would you hold the phone?
I'm not holding the phone.
You would watch.
Definitely watch.
So if it's whack, I'll probably just be like, oh, these folk can't fight.
Lord Jesus,
these folk.
Would you hold the phone?
No, I'm not holding the phone.
Would you stop it?
I would do something. I don't think I would just stay in there and be like, oh my God, they're fighting. Look, she getting ass whooped. I think I would do something.
I'm a cop caller.
That doesn't mean stopping.
I'm a cop caller. If I see violence, if it's like I've seen like little boys fighting or whatever, I'll say something. Hey, y'all stop all that horse playing. I'm one of those people. But if it's like adults, yes, I do that. Hey there, Sonny. Yeah, I need you to stop that now. But if it was like adults fighting or whatever, I would call the cops. I'm a cop caller. I'm not gonna get my phone out. I'm gonna intervene in some kind of way like that. Now, if I feel like it's something that I can possibly break up, which most of the time I can't because I'm not that strong. But if I feel like it's something that I can break up, I will intervene in that way. But if it's adults, men, not touching it. Calling the cops though.
I think it's sad that we are where we are in terms of like reality TV and what we like to see. I like, as far as reality TV goes, I don't even watch Housewives of Atlanta no more. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop, Love and Hollywood. I don't watch none of that stuff anymore. Because when I found out that Rashida and Kirk's storyline just keeps getting recycled, and how much of a script it is, I was like, so it's not reality TV.
And they eat it again, and they throw it back up.
Right,
and so it's so obvious. It's an eating disorder.
It's like, we hate each other, but we love each other, but we hate each other.
Still married. It just doesn't make sense.
Basketball,
all of that. I don't even watch that anymore. My reality shows that I like, I watch certain game shows, certain singing shows. I used to watch The Voice when it meant something, but I watch like the challenge on MTV, like when they compete.
Love the challenge.
Do you
I haven't seen. Yes, come on, I'm a real world head. Come on.
Yeah, the challenge season.
Real world rules. I used to love them.
Really? I'm like, really? Yeah.
You shocked? I don't know.
I am shocked that
we are a lot more alike than you
going on.
Yeah, they're in season 32, and it's
I
so
haven't seen it in a long
I
time. Like, I don't have MTV, but I used to love it. I used to love the challenge. I love all of the challenge shows. Like, where's the one that go around the world?
Amazing Race.
Amazing Race.
Right.
I love that. I love Amazing Race. I love Survivor. I love all the challenge.
I can't get into Survivor.
Oh, give me Survivor.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
See, these things used to be good, and now I just find myself not watching them.
I think if you sat down and watched the
because
challenge,
they just keep doing it all the time.
But see, I found out that the people on the challenge,
300 seasons.
the people on challenge actually get paid. Like,
they get paid.
And they
Why would
make
you
some.
keep doing it? They're not going to get paid.
Well, I thought they were doing. No, I thought they was doing it. We live in a clout chasing world. Like people
not
love
that much.
People
That's
love
like
to be
300 seasons.
People love to be on Instagram. But like
No, Real World was one of the, see.
Speak on.
Tip the hat off to the Real World creators. I mean, they really spawned a whole generation, a whole genre of film media now. Like it's a whole category in of itself. And so tip off the hat to all of the Real World creators in the season of Real World. Love y'all.
Yeah, I appreciate Real World, but now they're just on Facebook, and I don't understand that. Didn't see that the last season, and it was in Atlanta. I thought it could have been bigger if they put it on TV.
Wow.
What are your top 7 favorite hip hop artists?
Oh wow.
Let's marinate for a little bit.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Can we come back on the?
Marinate, let that marinate, because we're gonna talk about.
Because I'm gonna get in trouble on that one.
There are 7 out there. We're gonna talk
I
about.
can't think.
We're gonna talk about top 50 that T.I. and a bunch of individuals came out with. Did you hear about it? Did you see about it? Did you know about it?
I heard about it.
On the top 50 list were what T.I. felt should have been on top 50, and
he made his own top 50. Is what you saying?
Yeah, he made his own top 50 list, and it was him and a group of
salty. Like it was already listed.
Of course, he gonna put himself in the top 50.
I'm gonna make some corrections.
Well,
and then he put mine out. Like
he was at a table. He was at a table with some other male counterparts, and they came up with the top 50 list.
And
T.I. is in the top 50,
yes,
but he's like number 7 or 8.
Of course he is. He's like towards the top of it.
And so what sparked an uproar was the fact that there were only, I believe, 2 women on the list. And the 2 women that were on the list, no, there were 3 women, I'm sorry, because Lauryn Hill was on the list too.
As hip hop?
Hip hop.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, but she's
Fuji.
but Fuji, but she's a crossover to me. A crossover artist. She's more R&B than just hip hop. I mean, okay.
And
She's
so
not a rap artist. She's an R&B.
you.
what created the uproar was where to place, or if they should. First of all, if they should even be placed in the top 50 was the question about Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj. And what created an uproar was that Nicki Minaj was left off the list, but then because people made so much of an uproar, he included her back on the list, and he put her after Lil Kim. So my question to the panel is, one, what's your top 7, and 2, when you think about it, where would you place Lauryn Hill, Lil Kim, and Nicki Minaj on the top 50 list?
Ooh, shit.
You said Lauryn Hill, Nicki Minaj, and Lil Kim. Okay.
Damn. In the 50.
In the
Not the 50, the 7. Did you say 7?
No. It's
Like,
you have your own 7 top 7.
First.
But you have your own top 7. But where would you put those 3 artists? Because that's the controversy in the top 50. Like, what would you rank them? Because the controversy is all those men they only named 3 women. They left out Missy Elliott. Mm-hmm. They left out Foxy Brown.
A lot of artists. That's women. Let's just say that. Don't list them all because you're going to get in trouble.
They left out so many people. Rhapsody. So, what are your thoughts?
Where would I put? Oh my god, I hate to do this. If you
are they even in your top 50?
Why do we do that though? Why do we compare mainstream artists with like underground artists? Like Rhapsody is technically still underground. Why?
Because I didn't even hear her.
Why are we putting her on?
No, I never heard her.
Like, she doesn't have the notoriety.
So when I think of top 50 hip hop artists, top 50 rap artists, I think about people that are lyrically sound and have the ability to do their thing, and that's what I think about when I think about top.
You know, they're referring to more mainstream.
I think so too.
Well,
that's a good point. They're not really thinking about people that's underground or haven't been.
But I don't know. I think they kind of made that argument that they were thinking about that, but there's no way you could put like people like Cameron or people like Ghostface Killah before somebody like a Nicki Minaj that's definitely trailblazed and moved mountains for black women in hip hop. So, you know, we could have that argument, but at the same time you can't, because a lot of those names that were on the list, didn't move any mountains. You know, they were lyrically sound, and so
I mean, the thing with Nicki, like, I get that Nicki is like, she popping right now, you know what I'm saying? She got a huge fan base and people have been following her for years. When I like Nicki the most is when she spit, not when she doing all the singing and all that shit. Like when she actually spits and goes in, I can put her on that list most definitely for that alone. I don't do the gimmicks. I'll just like to hear her spit, and that's all I want. So I would put Nicki probably before Kim, because Kim never gave like.
I'm listening.
Kim is an icon.
I'm listening.
Kim is an icon. Kim is an icon. Kim is a legend. Kim is all those things. But Kim never spit a verse except on Queen Bitch, which Biggie wrote. And they got receipts that Biggie wrote that because he actually has a demo spitting that for Kim. And I can actually draw like the hottest lines from Queen Bitch, but I can't really think of anything else that Kim put out that made me be like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Like it really was pleasing to my ear. So I would put Nicki before Kim. Maybe like right before Kim. Not like leaps and bounds before Kim, but maybe like Kim, Nicki. So.
Is Lauryn Hill in your top 50?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I think Lauryn Hill is a great artist. I would not put her on my hip hop list just because she's not a rap artist to me. I believe she's more of an R&B artist that knows how to rap, and she's very good at what she does. Yeah, I love Lauryn Hill, period. She would be on my top 50 best artist list, not best hip hop list. Okay, so just so that we can make that disclaimer. Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj, that's her name. I'm not really into them like that. They are cool. I do think that they are good at what they do. I guess I don't like what they talk about, so I'm not really into them like that. I'm more into like older women hip hop artists like MC Lyte, Queen Latifah.
Neither of which was on the top 50.
Exactly. And
I
to
don't know
me,
why they not
I
on
think
it.
that they
Especially
should.
Lyte.
I think that they should be on it. I love Salt and Pepper. I love what they did. You know, though these people, these women, trailblaze for the other women to come behind them. I love Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott is like, to me, she's like the top female. To me, she's the top female rap artist. I love her. I love her creativity. I'm just saying that's me, but that's me. That's my
You
opinion.
talking about lyricism?
Huh?
You talking about lyricism?
Yes, I like it all. The creativity of what she was able to do. I love Missy. Period. I love Missy.
She's kind of sparked some like chest breathing.
I know. It's like some people don't want to
when
give.
she said that.
Some people don't want to give Missy the props, and that's okay. But I love her.
I just asked the question.
No, this one right here was heavy breathing.
I just asked a simple question, ladies and gentlemen.
Question to you, sir. Do you think that Lauryn Hill, Lil Kim, and Nicki Minaj should be on the top 50? And where would you place them?
I'm like her. I want to put Lauren on a hip hop list. She's very talented. She's a genius, but she's not what I would consider a hip hop or a rap artist. She's multi-talented, but she's not that specifically. So that would I guess eliminate her from the list. I would definitely put Nicki on the list. I don't think I would have Kim on the list. I really don't think so. Because it's like all her hot stuff was written by somebody else. So I can't fit you on there. That ain't your shit. Like,
all right.
It's only been like for the first 5 years of your career or whatever it was.
All right, sir.
So,
would you put Lauryn Hill, Nicki Minaj, and Lil Kim on your top 50 hip hop artist list, and where would you place them?
Yes. But they'd probably be spread out, honestly. Lauryn Hill probably be in the lower of the list just because I would consider her a hip hop artist, but she is a lot more R&B than hip hop. But still, she has the Fugees, and then her solo album was a lot of hip hop also. So she made a big impact.
it was more single.
Album of the year. Then probably Kim and Nicki would probably be right next to each other. I can't say who will be above who because Kim is an icon, but Nicki has been very successful in her career. So I give them about equal-ish, but I can't say who's above who.
I don't even know if I can create a top 7 for myself, honestly, because I don't really listen to a lot of hip hop. But I would give respect to Tupac. I would give respect to Jay-Z. I would give respect to Biggie. I would give respect to Eminem. I would give respect to Nas. I would give respect to Lauryn Hill, and I would give respect to somebody like a Kendrick Lamar. I like conscious rappers. I like rappers that rap about something. I don't necessarily want to hear about sex all the time, or how big somebody's stuff is, or how they fucking bitches, or how they getting whatever. Getting money and cars. I don't really care about a lot of that stuff. And I love conscious rap. And I've always said that if Nicki Minaj would just take a second, sit down and put out a full conscious album, I would love that. Because everybody in the top 50, I'm always listening to a Nicki Minaj track. I'm always listening. I like Nicki Minaj. I will only listen to a song just to hear what Nicki Minaj is saying on the song. So I give her that respect. I appreciate Nicki Minaj. I love Nicki Minaj. Lil Kim, not so much. Like Nicki Minaj said, hang it up flat screen. And that's where I believe about Lil Kim. I didn't even know that Lil Kim didn't write her stuff. I thought she wrote her stuff. But
That reference track is clear as day.
Even when they said it, T.I. and the guys said it. I don't even think we should put Lil Kim on here because she didn't write her stuff. Let's be real. We know Biggie wrote her stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that. So within regards to that, I'll be like, damn, why would she even be in top 50 if she didn't write her stuff? So I don't know. I can't pick a top 7, but I think I just did when I named them.
You did.
But I did. But yeah. So do you have? Could you name a top 7?
I could try. Ghost, Busta, Pos from De La Soul, Kendrick, Digga. Nobody gives Digga the respect she deserves. Digga is a.
She is good. She's a good rapper.
That's 5. Oh shit! Damn. I can give you 5. I can't think of 2 more.
Rod Digga is very good, like her. But so I can't exactly do like my top 7 because I would have to literally sit down and really think about that. But I really love, and I'm going to represent my women rappers. They never get their just due and accolades. Rod Digga is a very good rapper, but I love some MC Light. I love Da Brat. I love Queen Latifah. I love Salt and Pepper. I love Eve. Eve, like when she came out with her rap, I just love it. I love Common. I love Busta. Busta Bus. Yeah, come on, Busta. I do like
He was like 20 something on the list, or 17. He was in his teens. I think he was in the teens.
Okay,
Busta.
And if I want, so when I'm driving, right, and I want to hear some hip hop or whatever, I think about Busta. So yeah, he would be in my top. I love Missy. Come on, y'all. I love me some Missy. I said it earlier.
That was 8.
I know. I can't think of just 7.
Right.
All I'm talking about was women. I like men too.
Women. I don't like men's no more. I don't like men's no more. I like women. You don't like men.
I like Busta. I do like Big Eve.
She got a top 20. Y'all.
I know, y'all. See, that's why I said I can't do just a top 7.
Who would you put in your top 7? Who would you put in your top 7?
It's hard.
You was building the list?
Yes. Okay, I say Kendrick, T.I., Andre 3000.
Oh yeah, see?
Lauryn Hill, Misty.
No, to the whole thing. Andre and Big Boy.
Just do that.
Outkast. 2 Outkast.
Drake and Lil Wayne.
Okay.
And Kweli. Tyler Kweli.
See, you can't just do 7.
Right.
Top 7. Well, definitely Biggie. Definitely Nas. Definitely Jay-Z. Definitely Eminem. Definitely Busta. Is that how much is that?
5.
That's 5.
See, I can't just come up. But I'm glad I put the women out there.
Top 7 of all to the time. This is harder than I thought it was going to be.
See, it's hard.
You get the 5 and it's like, oh
You
shit.
get the last 2, it's like, oh shit.
Go ahead and say Cardi.
All time. J. Cole.
Cardi B.
He's just whispering in my ear like that. I guess I could give it to Kendrick.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all for watching Culture Club. We are going to be back with another episode, so definitely tune in. Subscribe to aconnectiontv.com because this particular video is going to be on YouTube. If you are missing out on all of the Culture Club videos, go to aconnectiontv.com. There's a lot more that we talk about. We kind of bump heads a lot. So definitely tune into that, and that air feels so good coming from the outside. But definitely tune into aconnectiontv.com. She has a show producing, he has a show producing, he has a show producing, he has all these people got
the Writers Club
that they're producing. So definitely tune in to aconnectiontv.com, and more is coming your way. Truly believe it. This right here is just the beginning. You have no idea what's coming up. So definitely tune in. Thank you guys for watching. Later.
Oh,
I know you're not about to think about not subscribing to aconnectiontv.club. Copyrighted.